first of all, thank you guys for being here. I know it's Saturday morning and you guys all want to get on with your day, but nutrition is really, really important for all of us, and I'm trying to bring that to all the local CrossFit gyms and outside of CrossFit. My ultimate goal and what I'm doing is eventually to open up a paleo restaurant somewhere in Temecula, Murrieta area. I want to do like a cafe / bakery. Just to give you guys a little bit of background on me, I've been CrossFitting for 3.5 years over at CrossFit Inland Valley. I work out with some really badass chicks, and we've noticed throughout years that how much nutrition made a difference. About 2.5 years ago, I was asked to participate in a paleo challenge, and I didn't know what it was. I just knew it was like this caveman diet, and I couldn't have pizza and beer and vodka and the things that I love. But we did it. I kind of did what Kevin said, and I researched it a lot because I like to be right, and I want to make sure that I'm doing the right thing and not wasting my time. I tried the zone diet for a while. The zone diet is very successful if you have the time and the dedication to measure and weigh all of your food. I'm a single mom with 3 kids. I do not have that time and energy and choose not to do that. So when I started looking into paleo and it started, explaining what it was and how it worked and how your body used all of that food that you're putting into it and what it did with it, and it turned it all into energy, and it doesn't store extra fat, and it just sounded really, really good. I've been, and I say this honestly, 80% paleo for probably the last 3 years. I'm kind of like Kevin. I do like to drink. I do have pizza on a Friday. I'm not gonna say that it's 100%. I did go through an entire pregnancy almost completely paleo though. I was in the gym till the day I delivered her, and it was 1 contraction, 2 pushes, and she was done. So I do think it does make, I do think it does make a difference. She's my 3rd one. I was back in the gym 3 weeks later. So as far as what I'm doing with this, with doing the challenges, like I said, I'm a single mom, and I wanted to do something in the CrossFit community. I don't have my level 1 right now. I really should, but I don't. I do help train and intern and stuff like that, but I wanted to bring the nutrition side. So I started talking to all the CrossFit gyms and all the affiliate owners and asking them, what can we do? How can we get this out to everybody to show them what a difference nutrition makes in your daily life, what it makes in your sleep patterns, and what a huge difference it makes in your workouts. Because everybody puts in so much energy in the gym. We all come at least a couple times a week, and we're putting out so much energy, and to not get the full benefits physically, mentally, and emotionally, it's a waste. It really is. So what I decided to do, this is the 5th one that I've done, is I'm helping all of the gyms in the area do, it's called the Best Shape of Your Life Challenge. The challenges that I am doing, and I apologize for the little inconvenience over here. The challenges that I'm doing, they're not just nutrition, because I want it to be all around. It also involves sleep and working out, because those are the things. Recovery is just as important as working out, as all of us know. And then getting in those workouts. So basically, there you go. So with the paleo, okay, first of all, I'm not paleo. I won't say paleo, I say Primal. And that's why the name of my company is Primal Cravings. Paleo is 100%, basically if you can grow it or kill it. Primal involves a little bit of cheese, a little bit of dairy. It's a little bit more lenient, but it's also based on what your body can handle. So most people that, going from an everyday standard American diet to full-on 100% paleo is just too hard. People cannot handle that. They can't handle giving up everything that they love all at once. But if you go into Primal first, and it's gonna take away the breads and the grains, it's gonna take away all your processed foods, but it still allows for, I put feta cheese on, zucchini spaghetti and stuff like that. It's just a little bit more lenient. I love Americanos with heavy whipping cream. I got Kevin's new addiction too. It's a little bit different. When you eat paleo or Primal, it's a different way of eating. I eat probably more than most guys that I know. And I know I'm not a little girl, and I do work out a lot, but I eat almost a pound of bacon a day probably, and at least 1 or 2 avocados. I eat a lot of fat, and people are just like, I've taken classes and they're like, you eat what? When you eat paleo, you have to learn it is a completely mindset. It is a completely different mindset. Fat is your friend. And I try to tell people this who are trying to start paleo, and I get people sending me pictures of their food and, what am I doing wrong? I'm always hungry, I'm doing this, and I'm having a salad with like 2 ounces of chicken, and I'm having eggs with, I don't know, some kind of fruit and this. Nobody's adding fat. And what you guys have to understand when you start doing Primal and Paleo, you have to eat a lot more and you have to eat a lot of fat. Fat is your friend. Your body is going to take that fat and convert it into energy. Yeah, it's a bonus. It's like avocados and bacon. Okay, sign me up. That's I was like, all right, we're good. I cook when I do the foods that I make, I cook everything, probably 90% of it in coconut oil. I eat coconut butter like it's going out of style. She eats coconut butter like it's going out of style. It's just a different way of eating. You also, like I said, you have to eat a lot more because everything that you eat, when you're eating that clean, your body's using. When you eat pizza and you eat bagels and you eat a lot of those grains that your body can't digest, it sits in your body and you feel a lot fuller. You'll get that overstuffed, like unbutton your pants kind of full. It's not healthy. I can eat 3 times the amount of the right foods compared to somebody who's eaten something like that, and I won't get that feeling because your body is using all of it. It's converting it into energy. It's helping rebuild your muscles. It's doing all those things that it was designed to do. When you eat the grains, and I don't know if you've ever noticed that you don't digest corn. People always ask me, how's corn not paleo? You don't digest it. Do you think your body really wants it? Like, think about it. Even babies, like when you give it to them, it still comes out corn. It does, if you think about it. It's not a digestible food. A lot of grains, a lot of people don't know that they are allergic to gluten and have all of these allergies until they actually try this diet. And they're like, wow, I'm sleeping so much better. I feel so much better. I don't get the headaches. I'm losing, weight like crazy. It's a different mindset, and it's hard for people. Raw fruits and veggies are going to be your best friend, like for snacks and stuff like that. I eat bell peppers all the time, just snacking on bell peppers. And my friends think it's weird, but to me it's better than chips. Like I'll just sit there and put them in guacamole. So that's basically one of the things with this challenge is just teaching people the different mindset and why it works and how it works. I'm not a nutritionist by any means. I'm not a doctor. I am a girl who loves food, and I love a lot of food, and I want to be able to tell people, I'm so tired, especially having a daughter because I have 2 older boys, but having her and seeing all the magazines with these tiny little skinny girls and all these girls that have eating disorders, and I had one when I was a teenager, and you want to make girls feel good about themselves, and you want to make people feel right and feel strong and healthy, and I want her to grow up knowing that to be able to box jump and her doing her deadlifts and her burpees is the right thing, not for her to be some skinny little twig that doesn't eat food and has like 3 rice cakes a day. Like, I don't want that for my daughter. So with these challenges, just real quick, what I do, my full-time gig that I'm doing right now is Primal Cravings, where I do meal delivery. I actually make food right now from my house. I'm hoping to be in a commercial kitchen in the next couple months, but I make a menu for the week. I make all the food the night before, and it's delivered to people's houses every morning before 8 a.m. And so it's breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks. I'm doing, lately I've been doing a lot of desserts for parties. I'm catering a birthday party tomorrow for one of our trainers. It's a surprise, he doesn't know about it, but we're doing a big party at our gym, and I'm gonna cater that whole thing, and just bringing that food out to the public. I wanna start doing that kind of thing, getting out to yoga studios and hopefully Fitness 29 and all those gyms. So, but with this, what we're doing with the Best Shape of Your Life challenge, it is, like Kevin said, it's a 30-day challenge. It's a 30-day challenge as a gym for you guys to kind of get that camaraderie and see what it's like to just all together go, okay, we're gonna do this. Let's get together, let's all eat right, let's get our workouts in, let's get our recovery, and see how much better we feel in a month from now. It's still going to be summertime. You still have that chance, to get in that bikini body that you want for summer or whatever, but just to feel better and to feel healthier and see what a difference nutrition really makes. So what we do with the challenges is it's a $40 buy-in. When you buy into the challenge, basically you're buying into the prize pool at the end. There's going to be prizes. It depends on how many people we have with what kind of prizes we do. I do accountability, before and after pictures, before and after weight. There's a couple different categories that we can do. It just depends on how many people get involved with it to make it the bigger the better kind of thing. When you sign up for it, you are going to get weighed and measured. I recommend that you do it with like just a sports bra or guys with no shirt, and we're going to do front, back, and side pictures, and then we do those same pictures at the end because you really see such a difference. You might only lose 3 or 4 pounds, but by changing your nutrition, you will see a difference in shape. It's crazy how much of a difference it can make. We do a weigh-in. I'm not huge on the weigh-ins. I know a lot of people are, and a lot of people like to see the difference on the scale. The scale, one, I think everybody that does CrossFit knows the scale is not your friend. When I'm in peak like competition performance, I'm probably 5 pounds smaller than I am right now, but I'm a lot smaller. Like, it's just, muscle weighs a lot more than fat. So when you're working out and you're doing especially CrossFit workouts, weight might fluctuate a little bit, but what you really want to see is the inches, and that's why we do the measurements too. So I do chest, waist, and hip measurements for everybody just to get an idea, and I like to do them. Usually I try to do them or have one other person help me, just because I don't want to have me do them one time and then at the end somebody else do them and they're not so accurate. So that's why I try to do that. Then what we do is a Facebook accountability page where you have to post your meals, good, bad, and ugly. It's either something where you can take a picture of it, hey guys, this is what I had, you know, say what it is, or at the end of the day, what I try to do, because I'm trying to do these challenges with everybody, is at the end of the day, breakfast was this, lunch was this, you know, snacked on this with the kids, this is what I made for dinner, here's a recipe, try this out. Or if somebody else has a recipe, here's something new. I've been following paleo for a long time, and I have so many blogs that I follow, and there's so many recipes out there. You can probably give me anything that you eat and I can make it paleo. And I literally will go through magazines and be like, I can paleo that, I can paleo that. Like anything that you make. I made eggplant lasagna yesterday, day before yesterday, they're all running together. I make spaghetti with spaghetti squash or with zucchini. You can make any kind of pasta, any kind of rice. You can make all those things paleo. So I mean, you're not really giving up anything, and that's what people have to learn, is you're just adjusting it, and you're taking something that you used to love and making it better for you. So with that accountability page, what I try to do is try to get on there and I'll talk to you guys about your diet. When you post what you have, I can say, hey, you know what, maybe you need a little bit more fat in the morning, or maybe at the end of the day, try to eat a little bit more after your workout. You know, if you're working out at 6 o'clock, you might need something a little bit more after that, and then have your dinner an hour later. How's your sleep going? Because in this challenge, there's a point system that I'll talk about. You need 8 hours of sleep, and that's hard for a lot of people. And I didn't realize how hard that is. Me starting this company, I've literally slept 2 hours a night for the last 2 weeks, and it's wrecked me. Like, it's made such a difference, and I can tell such a difference that I'm like, I gotta figure this out. But sleep is really important. We all know that, especially with doing CrossFit WODs. And that's the other part of the challenge, is you get points for all of your workouts, where if you work out 4 times or more a week, you get the maximum points. If you work out less than that, you actually get points deducted. So you really want to try to get your workouts in, because you're going to see your results that much faster. So we have the Facebook accountability page. Then also what we have is I have a link that's a Google Doc system that Kevin's going to put on BodyFit's main page, and it says click here to log into Best Shape of Your Life Challenge. You click on it and there's just a little point system, and every day you go in and you get this many points for meals, you get this many points for snacks, you get this many points for sleep, and then you have your deductions. And if you guys have any questions, you just type it in, it comes straight to my phone. With me doing these challenges with all of the gyms, you basically have 24-hour access to me, and it does feel lately like I'm on my phone 24 hours. But you know, I have people, I'm at Rubio's, what should I get? I'm going on vacation, what should I bring? I'm making, I think Lynette, you make a lot of stuff for the gym too, as far as like snacks. Here, I've been making energy bars and just selling them by like the 20 pack. And people are asking, you know, what kind of snacks should I get for the kids? My kids are not 100% paleo. I'll be the first one to admit it, because it's really hard, especially because I have split custody with my 2 boys. But it's, you know, the kids, you can make it fun. I found a recipe the other day that you cut hard-boiled eggs in half and you use cherry tomatoes and you make these little ladybug things. And it's super cute to just do it with the kids and have fun and get them involved in nutrition and their health and making them see a difference. You know, my kids always, we have to have meat again? Yes, you have to have meat again. Like, that's my boys' biggest thing, because at their dad's, it's like Del Taco, and I'm like, no. So there's the point system. When I do your weight and measurements, I will also get your email address, and I will send you a copy of a spreadsheet that you can keep for yourselves, just because some people can't get on the computer during the day. You know, I know with work and kids and everything like that. So you just mark your stuff down, and then you can go in and you can log it either on the computer or on Facebook at the end of the day. On the computer, you don't have to do it daily, as long as you type in the date, and you'll see it when it pops up, but it just says enter your name, enter your date, enter the date, and then I'll write up what the points are right up here, but you just put in your points for your meals and your snacks. There are deductions for alcohol. I'm just gonna throw it out there. On the 30-day challenge, there's no drinking.
Lord.
This is where usually my deductions come in.
Notice Lauren walk out.
She's all, I'm done. You're taking on the challenge, right? 30 days?
But you said deductions once.
Yeah. And just for the record, it's deduction per alcoholic beverage, not a night. Because at first I was like, we should just make it a night. It's per beverage. Yeah. And a shot is a beverage. So that's one of people's biggest things. But the way that I look at it, and if you really look at it, honestly, it's 30 days. If you can't go 30 days, which, like, I have room to talk, but if you can't go 30 days, you know, just try to find something else. Like, I know it's so hard, especially during the summertime, because everybody likes to drink, or most people like to drink during the summertime. The other thing is cheat meals. You do get deductions for them because you're taking on this challenge. So if you eat something that's not considered primal, there are deductions for it, and it is gonna, that's, you know, kind of how you see the difference in people. And it's on you guys to be honest. The only person that you're cheating is yourself. It's just like a WOD. That's the way that I look at it. You can sit there and say that you did everything right or only post, you know, all the meals that are good. You're not kidding your body. Your body keeps track way better than you ever will let everybody know. So, you know, that's the only thing I can say about that. I've known people that I've seen out eating and then they're like, oh, I had this and this and this. And I'm like, what about this? And it's on them. It's on you guys. It's accountability for you, but it's also, it'll change your thinking. And when you go to have that brownie or like that chip, you're like, if I have to tell everybody about that, no, it's not worth it. Like, just to me, that's how I would feel. So that's basically what it's about. At the end, what I like to do is a big potluck. And usually we do them at the gym and just have everybody bring in some kind of new paleo dish that they've learned or something that they've really taken on that they love to eat. And kind of just have everybody come together, hopefully have a couple people come in, some sponsors and stuff like that, and just announce the winners and do the prizes then. So that'll be roughly 30 days from Monday. We'll figure out a time, Kevin and I can get together and figure all that out. That's when the prizes and all that kind of thing will be. So that's basically why you guys are here. That's summing it up, I think. I know, Robin, you had asked about post-WOD nutrition, because I know that's a huge question with people. And I had posted something on the accountability page already about post-WOD nutrition. Recommended from what I have learned and what I mean, everybody can say there's, you know, somebody's always right about something. From what I've heard, that works best, within 15 minutes after your WOD, you want to have protein and carbs. You don't want fat. I had some guy that was posting pictures and he's all, I'm eating guacamole and this and that. No. What you want to do is you want to get your those carbohydrates to your muscles to refuel your body and to basically help, because your muscles are all broken down from our hard WODs. So you want to help repair them. The protein and the carbs are what are going to do that. Protein shakes are great, especially like Stronger, Faster, Healthier or Progenic, something like that that's really pure. If you're trying to go true paleo, protein shakes are not paleo. Protein does not come in the form of a white powder or chocolate powder. What I've heard, or what I know last year when we were doing NLI, and I work out with Carly Stone. I don't know if you guys know her. She's an amazing athlete, but she came in 12th at regionals. She does hard-boiled eggs and sweet potatoes. It's some kind of protein and it's some kind of carbs. We were doing baby food sweet potatoes for a while. We tried that out. We've tried everything. Chicken and sweet potatoes. Raisins are supposed to be really good in the Paleo for athletes. Raisins and chicken, just something small within that 15-minute window just to get your hormones back in place. And then you try to eat a full meal within an hour of that. So basically within an hour and a half of your WOD. That's what I've seen. You know, I mean, everybody has what works for them. Obviously protein shakes in a pinch because it's easier, it's convenient, that's what you want. Sometimes you can't handle food after a really gnarly WOD, because I know I don't want to be eating chicken after I've done like Murph or something like that. So, right? So it depends on your body. Everything that you put into your body, you have to listen to your own body. And nothing is going to happen overnight. With these challenges, you guys can't go on it for a week and be like, I don't see any results. It's just like CrossFit where it takes time. You know, if you take fish oil, it's not going to help all of your aches and pains within a week. It takes a while to get into your system. Nutrition, when you start eating like this, you will go through detox. And I'm not kidding. When I first started eating like this, I literally slept for 3 days. It was like a druggie coming off of drugs. Like, I was like, what is wrong with me? I'm lethargic. I couldn't work out. I slept for 3 days. And then your body's just like, you feel just restored, and you just sleep so much better, and you wake up, I mean, without an alarm, and you just feel so much better. It really does work, but you have to give it time. And 30 days is usually enough time to get your body used to this, get your body in that mentality of, you know, I don't want pancakes in the morning, I want eggs. Is there anybody that has an objection to eggs? Because eggs are going to be your best friend.
I don't eat eggs.
You don't eat eggs at all? Really? Oh, I
But I don't eat eggs.
see, yeah, and there is. I made crepes the other day that were really good, and they had no eggs in them. I make blueberry pancakes. Yeah.
With eggs, but I don't eat scrambled eggs.
See, and I have one of my girlfriends that's going to start. She's going to start the meal delivery next week. She cannot stand eggs, and I'm like, okay, so it's going to be a challenge for me to try to figure out, because breakfast for me every day is eggs. I eat 2 or 3 hard-boiled eggs every day while I'm like getting the kids ready and, you know, getting to school and stuff. So. But just getting in that mentality of you want protein, and like literally I get to the point where I crave like certain vegetables, or I'll just be like, I want a steak. Like I don't crave chips and that kind of stuff anymore. It's just funny, but I'll just be like, I want steak. Like, and you just want, your body knows what you need, and your body knows what is good for it. So the other thing too, guys, to remember is hydration. Coconut water is great. It is extra carbs, so if you're trying to lose weight, I wouldn't recommend more than 1 a day. Water is, I mean, it's pure. Water is 100%. Yeah, and Americanos, technically, it's a lot of water. That's how I look at it. It's a lot of water. I'm up to like 3 or 4 Americanos a day, and I know I'm actually going to cut out caffeine for 30 days too.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah, to reset my cortisol.
I was underwater when I did that.
I've done it before. I have to do it because I get to the point where I will drink coffee instead of anything else.
I did that.
So.
I felt for like 3 days, I felt like I was trying to walk around underwater. Like,
Yeah.
just felt weird.
Yeah, so I want to reset my cortisol levels. The other thing, just real quick, guys, I don't know if you guys know who Civilized Caveman George Bryant is. He lives in Temecula. Great recipes on his website. I'll post a link to it. But him and I talked one time about like when you cheat, or when you have that you want something so bad and then you feel so guilty for eating it, and it's just all this stuff. And he explained it to me, and he's much more scientific than I am about these things. But basically, our body is in like fight or flight, pretty much. You guys know about like sympathetic and parasympathetic and that kind of stuff. But if you're gonna eat something, or you just have to have it, you're at a birthday party and you have to have a piece of pizza or something, just eat it. It does more damage to your body to stress about it and to like, oh my God, I can't eat it, I'm gonna do this. And like to put that stressor on your body, it does more damage than just to eat it, be done, and move on. Not saying you should do that at every meal, but if there's those times that you really just want something and you just need to, you know, just have it. It's not worth raising your cortisol levels, because that's when your body stores fat. And it's like a joke in our gym, like we were gonna get shirts that said, stop stressing me out, you're making me fat. Because when you're stressed out all the time, honestly, that's what raises your cortisol, and that's what's making you store weight, because your body, that's how it handles it. And that's why sleep is so important too. Sleep, supposedly not having caffeine after about noon, getting good sleep and being really hydrated are some of the best ways to lower your cortisol. So just so you guys know, if you're gonna have something, have it, enjoy the hell out of it, and then move on. And that's just my little 2 cents on that. So, and I think that's pretty much it, other than questions from you guys.